This is the biggest mispricing. It's a fucking massive mispricing, but please can you someone phone Chris? And now this thing's not working. Morning guys, sorry for the delayed start this morning. Stocks in the US closed at new highs yesterday, with the S&P posting its largest gain in 16 years. On the data front, we saw the Chicago PMI number miss expectations, but consumer confidence index came in well ahead of forecasts. I think stand to be corrected, but I think we came in at about 78.2 with expectations down at 72. Asian stocks are generally trading lower after a private sector gauge of Chinese manufacturing came in lower than the previous month's figure, and the Kospi was dragged lower by heavyweights Hyundai and Kia after they were forecasting weaker sales growth in 8 years. Earnings report, there's nothing being released today, but on the data front we see a lot of the PMI numbers coming out of Europe, and more importantly the jobless claims out of the US, and ISM manufacturing and construction spending at 5 p.m. Let's get onto the maps. Just to recap from our last meeting, we spoke about the MTN break and the targets from that particular break. Call it 219, 220. We traded up towards that. It was actually quite surprising at the end of the day that they did manage to come in and close it down at 217. You might find that with the start of a new quarter, we get some fresh inflows from fund managers, and they need to put that money to work. So you might find that we still might push further, but I do feel quite comfortable around this 220 level to be shorting this current move. FirstRand was another one we spoke about. We set a target around about 36. I think we closed up nicely in the auction, 35.89. I do feel like we can push a bit further today, but at the same time I will be looking to fade this move and just for a retrace possibly to where we did make the break from, which was around 34.20, 34.30. Another stock of interest would be breweries today. We had a very strong close, and obviously with the rand weakening like it has, the equivalent closing price in London is around 441, which would send breweries to all-time highs. We have struggled around 530 without really being able to post solid gains above there. But I do think today with the rand and obviously the FTSE future looking slightly up, we should get a strong open from breweries. So watch the make of all-time highs. Let's call it 520 to 535. So possible move to 550 could be on the cards in the coming days. CFR is another one that is testing these all-time highs. This 105 level in particular has been really strong resistance. Equivalent closing price in Switzerland 104.5. But do look for us to consolidate and hold above that level for a move higher. And lastly, Vodacom. Vodacom traded in a range between 124 and on this recent move, call it 120. Although we did wick below, we kind of did hold our gains above that level. We made the move to that 130, which was our previous highs, and managed to consolidate there for 2 days and push higher. So the target of 136 from that 6 rand range, we can look for that to push even higher today. And that's all for today. Happy New Year, and I hope it's a good trading day.